Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, RJL 518, welcoming you back to Inside Pitch as we begin the second game of our playoff doubleheader here on Saturday. This is the 1976 National League Division Series Game 2, the Houston Astros against the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds lead this series 1-0. They pretty much destroyed the Astros in game 1, and I'm pretty sure that the Astros will be looking for some payback. Kevin Hayes and G. Puck are first to join us here at Riverfront Stadium for this second key matchup between the Astros and the Reds. So far in the American League, the visiting teams have won every game. In the National League, the home teams have won every game. So who knows what will happen here, and this should be exciting today. BB Steeler fan Brandon Baker joins us here at the stadium by the front of the river. I know it'll be Steeler fan versus Brandon Baker and BB, as Steeler fan is the Astro fan, and Brandon Baker, our BB, are the Reds fans today. So will the Astros get a little payback in their series against the Reds, or will the Reds dominate and take a 2-0 series lead back to the Astrodome? Much better pitching I'm expecting today, at least from the Astros due to Richard. So let's get things started here. Let's take a look. Let's get right to it, shall we? On the mound for the Cincinnati Reds will be their number 2 starter, Don Gullett. 11 wins, 3 losses, a save, a 3.00 ERA. He gets the call for the Reds in game number 2. I'm sure a Steeler fan has plenty of dome foam, and I know he would rather shower everyone with the foam instead of drinking it. So let's go to the top of the first. Let's get things underway. Leading off for the Astros, right fielder Greg Gross. Gross for the postseason right now is 4 for 14. Remember, the Astros have played more games. Red and white dice for the Reds. They are the home team. Gullett will make the first pitch. Fans here at Riverfront want to see another destruction. Captain Carl 8 joins us here at the stadium by the front of the river. Let's go to the game. 4-4, and that starts with a walk, and that 13 is going to be too high against the lefty. Riverfront Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts and 1 to walks, but that will not walk Gross. Gross will swing 2-4, and that's going to be a ground out to second. 1 man out. The next batter will be third baseman Enos Cabell. Cabell is 2 for 17 for the postseason. Gullett will go ahead and make the pitch. 2-3, that's a blank. Cabell swings. 4-4, that's a ground out to second as well. Taken care of by Morgan, and that is out number 2. 2 outs now for center fielder Cesar Cedeno. Cedeno is 3 for 16 for the postseason so far. Gullett will look in at Cedeno. He will make the pitch. 5-1 against a right-handed batter. That is a blank. Cedeno, 1-1, base hit to right field. Cedeno gets a single for the Astros. He will trot on down to first base, keeping the inning alive. Next up will be first baseman Bob Watson. Watson is 4 for 11 for the postseason so far. Not too shabby. Runner on second base, Cedeno, a stealing threat. That 7 is pretty good. Let's see, will I send him? 16 minus 2 is 14. Bench minus 1 is 13. No, I'll let Watson swing. He's got a 3.13 average. Woodman 564 joins us here at the stadium by the front of the river. Gullett will go ahead and make the deal. 5-6, strikeout 3, and he got him. Struck out Watson, and the side is retired. Strikeout number 1 for Gullett. He had 64 of them in 76. So no runs and a hit for the Astros, and we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Astros, For the Houston Astros will be their number 1 starter, J.R. Richard. Richard has a record of no wins and no losses. He picked up a no decision in the Astros game against the Dodgers to start that series off, the wild card series. So Richard picked up a no decision, so he is 0-0. Let's see what happens now here in the bottom of the first. The Reds, here come the big red machine. Third baseman Peter Rose will lead it off. Rose was 2 for 5 in the first game. Richard hoping to give the Astros a good game. Let's see what happens. Richard, 4-3. That's a range play. Rose will swing. 2-5. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a ball hit to left field, and against a right-handed pitcher, that's an 18, and that's going to be too high. However, it is a range play to left, and that is Jose Cruz out there. His range is a 5. Does he still keep it and out? Yes, he does. Cruz will make the catch, and that's out number 1, and it will be a fly out to left. One man out. Right fielder Ken Griffey is up next, and he is 2 for 5 for last game. One man down. JR will make the pitch. 4-6. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium will say 1-6, and he popped it straight up the chimney, and that'll be caught by the catcher, Herman, and that's out number 2. 2 down. Second baseman Joe Morgan will be next. Morgan was 2 for 4 in the first game. May he rest in peace. He passed away last year. Richard will go ahead and make the pitch. And that is a 5-2. Error on a grounder. Morgan, 2-2. That is a ground ball. That's going to short. That ball is hit to Roger Metzger. His error rating is a 4. That's a 6. Close, but not close enough. He will throw to first and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. No score after 1. We go to the top of the second inning here at the stadium by the front of the river. Coming up for the Astros will be Jose Cruz. Cruz is in left field, and Cruz is 2 for 12 for the postseason so far. Gullett will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-4. That's an error on the grounder. Cruz, 5-3, and that is a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Joe Morgan. His error rating is a 6. That's a 4, and it boots it right off his foot, and that's going to roll into the outfield. Cruz is going to be safe on an error. Joe Morgan makes a rare error there, and that is an E4. First error on the Reds as Morgan booted it into the outfield, and Cruz will be safe at first. Oh, boy. So fielding gets off to a bad start for the Reds. Next up for the Astros, second baseman Rob Andrews. Andrews is 3 for 12 for the postseason. Cruz is a stealing threat. Double play depth is called. Let's see what we get. That is an 18 and nothing happening. And Andrews will bat. Cruz on it first. Gullett will make the pitch. And that's a 2-1. Strikeout 2, and he got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Gullett, and that is the first out. Next up for the Astros will be the catcher, Ed Herman. I have Herman platooning with Johnson. Herman bats better against lefties. Herman was 4 for 5 in the game he played against the in the game against the Dodgers. In the final game against LA to win the wild card championship. So Ed Herman had a heck of a game. So Cruz is on it first. Let's check the strategy roll. That is a 16 and no play. Gullett will go ahead and make the deal. And that's a 2-4 against the lefty. Base hit right up the middle. Herman will get a quick single off of Don Gullett. Herman, so far, he is hitting the ball. That's a single one. Cruz's base running rating is a 4. He is fast enough. He'll make third. And the Astros have runners at the corners. A base hit by Herman, as he definitely hits lefties better, and Gullett just made a mistake to Herman and sent it right back up through the box. Runners at first and third. That will bring up the shortstop, Roger Metzger. Believe it or not, Metzger is the Astros' leading hitter. He's 5 for 12 for the postseason. The Reds are going to call a double play chance, try to get 2 outs and get out of the inning. And it would be a pretty good chance, since it would be at least possibly a 4. And maybe probably even a 4 or a 5. So they're going to call the double play and see if they can get out of the inning. Checking on a strat, see if anything happening. 13 is a no. My Basement Media Productions joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Gullett will now make his deal. And that is a 1-2. That's a range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 5-4. That is a ground ball to third. Ground ball to third. Rose is there. His range is a 3. But with the infield half double play depth, his range is a 2. Does he make the play? No, it'll get past Rose. It'll be a single. Or will it? That's actually going to be a single. It will be a base hit past Rose, and that will be a single. Cruz comes in to score. Herman's base running rating is a 1. No chance to get to third. He'll stop at second. Metzger, RBI single. Astros get their first run in this series as they were shut out the first game. RBI single by Metzger. 1-0 Astros. What a good job there by Metzger to pick up the run. The next batter will be the pitcher, J.R. Richard. Richard batted 140 that year, but he had 2 home runs for the Astros during the 76 regular season. With runners at first and second, I'll let him swing. Infield is still a double play depth. Still a double play depth. The fan that will be formerly known as Tribe Fan, the soon to become Guard Fan 879, joins us here at the stadium by the front of the river. Runners at first and second, checking a strategy roll. That is a 6, no play. Gullett will deal, and that's a 1-5. Strikeout 18. Yep, he got him, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 3 for Gullett, and out number 2. 2 outs. The Astros know 1 run will not be enough. Greg Gross is up next, and he is 0 for 1. Just like the Mets in the early game, the Mets needed more runs to beat the Phillies and fell apart late. Now, can the Astros do what the Mets couldn't do? Win a game on the road here in the National League. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. And here is the pitch. Actually, first is do a strat roll. 16 is a no. Gullett will make the pitch. 3-3. Strikeout 14. No. Too high. Gross will swing the bat. 1-3. Base hit right past second. Single for Greg Gross. Herman's base running rating is a 1. Becomes a 2 with 2 outs. And he will score just barely. He needed a 2, and he will score. Metzger's base running rating is a 2, becomes a 3 with 2 outs, and he will make third. And another RBI single for the Astros. 2-0 Stros. Stadium groans. And the dome foam is flowing so far early in this game. So an RBI single by Gross now makes it 2-0 Astros. The batter will be Enos Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 1. Still 2 outs here in the top of the second. Astros coming out early with some runs. Checking the strategy. Gullett, 0 of 15, no play. Gullett looking on at Cabell. Here comes the pitch. 6-4, strikeout 12. No, barely misses, but too high. Cabell will swing the bat. 3-2, and that is going to be a ground ball to third. That's picked up by Rose. He will throw to second to get Gross, and that will end the inning. 2 runs for the Astros on 3 hits and 1 big error, and that error definitely leads to runs. 2-0 going into the bottom of the second. Still a long way to go against this Reds lineup. The Big Red Machine is a machine. But it's up to J.R. Richard to try to keep that machine in check. A Steeler fan had a beer with Marge Schott on accident. It was hard to tell which one was her and which one was the dog. That's terrible. That's really bad. That's really bad. And Captain Carl also says that Captain Carl, I believe, is 100% right. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Reds will be George Foster. Foster is in left field. He was 1 for 5 for the first game. Astros up 2-0, but the Reds lineup is dangerous. Richard will pitch. 5-2, that's an error on a grounder. Foster 2-1, that's going to be a fly out to right, and that's out number 1. 1 man down. The batter will be the catcher, Mr. Johnny Bench. Bench was 1 for 3 in game 1. Richard looking on to Bench, and the pitch is coming. 3-2, strikeout 16, too high. Bench will take a swiff at the ball. 2-3 against a right-handed pitcher. That is a fly out to left. And that is out number 2. 2 men down. Now the batter is first baseman Tony Perez. Perez was 1 for 4 in the first game. Richard looking on to Perez. Here it comes. 3-6. Range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium 5-6. That is a double into center field, but it is a range play. Cedeno's range is a 3. Does he take away a double from Perez? Yes, he does. On the run, and Perez makes the catch near the track, and he takes a double away. So that's a fly out to center. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds again, and Richard is off to a good start. 2-0 after 2 in favor of the Astros. Keith White joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. We go to the top of the third. Already the Astros up 2-0 on the Reds. Gullett looking on, see if he'll have a better inning this time. Cedeno leads off for the Astros, and he is 1 for 1. Had a single his first time up. We'll see if Gullett settles down. Pitch from Gullett. 3-3, strikeout 11, not a chance. Cedeno will go ahead and whip at it. 2-6, and that's going to be a ground out to third. So that is the first out. And the next batter will be Watson. Watson struck out his first time up. Gullett looking on. Now will deal. 6-5. That's a pitcher result. Watson a righty. A 1-5 is an automatic out. The 18 makes it a blank. Watson 6-4. Fly out to center. 2 down. 2 outs now. And now the batter is Jose Cruz. Cruz reached on an error his first time up, so he is 0 for 1. Gullett getting set here, trying to have a better inning than the last one. Gullett will pitch. 2-5. That's a possible error. Cruz will swing. 1-4 against the lefty. That's going to be a slow, that's not going to be an error. That's going to be a slow rolling grounder to first base. That is picked up by Perez. Perez is going to throw to Gullett to cover. Cruz's base running rating is a 4. Does he make it to first? No, he's thrown out. What a play by Perez as he just gets it to Gullett covering the bag, and the inning is over. And that becomes a ground out to third, as that is not an error. That is a possible infield single. And Cruz, even though he was quick, I'd have to say that Perez was just a little quicker. 1, 2, 3, go the Astros. We go to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning. Leading off for the Reds, center fielder Cesar Geronimo. Geronimo is, he was 3 for 5 in the first game, so he had a good start to this postseason for the Reds. Richard will now make the pitch here to start the bottom of the third. 6-4, that is an automatic out, and that will be a fly out to right. And that is the first out. So already Richard showing some dominance early in this ball game, as he did in 76. Shortstop Dave Concepcion will be next, and he was 1 for 3 in the first game. One man down. Richard looking on. He will make the pitch. 1-2. Strikeout 2. Got him. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 1 for Richard. He had 214 of them in 76, and he gets Concepcion there. 2 down now. The pitcher, Don Gullett, is next. He hit 182 as a hitter that season. Richard gets set, and he will make the pitch. 4-4. That's an error on a throw. Gullett. 5-2, that's going to be a fly out to right, and that will retire the side. Another 1, 2, 3 inning for Richard, and so far Richard keeping the big red machine off the board. 2-0 after 3 in favor of the Astros. Top of the fourth inning coming up. And who leads off? Leading off for the Astros will be Andrews. Andrews is 0 for 1. Both these pitchers had their careers ended too early. Yes, totally agree. J.R. Richard was on his way. J.R. Richard is on his way to the Hall of Fame. And no, BB, he is not tired by any means. Steeler fans going to have to keep the chat in order there, knowing that you got Reds fans trying to make things to do here. Gullett will make the pitch. 4-2. That's a strikeout. 6. And no, that's too high. Andrews will swing the bat. And 3-4, and it's a fly out to left. And that is Philip Reynolds making out. Oh boy. Okay, let's not let Philip Reynolds see that one. Out number 1. The next batter will be Ed Herman, and he is on a tear. He is 5 for 6 so far for the Astros. 1 out. Gullett will go ahead and deal. 2-4. And again, a base hit for Herman right up the middle. Same exact result. Single against the left-handed batter, and Herman is safe at first. And right now, here I am thinking that Fred Lynn for the Red Sox is the best hitter in the postseason. Right now, the best hitter in the postseason is Ed Herman. So he goes to first. Bob B joins us here at the stadium by the front of the river. 1 out. Herman on first. He gets another hit. The batter will be Metzger. Metzger also having a good postseason, and he's 1 for 1, singled his first time up. Checking a strategy roll of 5 and nothing happening. Gullett looking in on Metzger. Astros have a base runner. Gullett with the pitch. 2-5. That's a possible error. Metzger will swing. 1-6. Popped up. That is a pop-up at the shortstop, and that is Concepcion. His error rating is a 9. That's a 15. He will make the catch, and that is out number 2. So Metzger pops that one up to short. Concepcion's got it. J.R. Richard is next. and he is 0 for 1. Mark Limoncello should pitch the third. 2 outs, Herman on at first. Checking a strategy roll. That is a 2. Herman not doing anything. Gullett will make the pitch to Richard. Gullett's got to be careful. Richard can hit the bomb. Pitch from Gullett. 5-6, strikeout, and he'll get him on a 16 easily. Struck him out. And that is going to be strikeout number 4 for Gullett. And that retires the side. No runs and a hit for the Astros. Still 2-0 in favor of the Astros as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the Reds will be Charlie Hustle. Rose is 0 for 1. Richard gets set and getting ready to make the pitch. And here they go. Richard, here comes the pitch. 5-3 against the switch left. That is a blank. Rose will swing. 1-4. Base hit right past second. That'll be a single for Rose. And that's the first hit of the game for the Reds. Leadoff single for Charlie Hustle. And now the Reds have a base runner. The very dangerous Griffey is up next. He's 0 for 1. Double play depth is called. See if anything happening on the strat. That is a 5. And I'm going to, let's see here. No steal, but is there a hit and run? Let's see here. That's 1 + 1 is a 2. Griffey against right-handers is an 8. +1 is a 9. No, that will not, the hit and run does not come up. Richard will pitch. 5-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Griffey swings 1-3. That's a fly out to left. That'll get taken care of by Cruz, and that is the first out. Next up will be Joe Morgan. He gets a little bit of a cheer from the supportive Riverfront crowd. They all loved Morgan. So Morgan, who made the error that allowed some runs to score for the Astros, he will try to make up for it. Morgan, of course, is 0 for 1. Anything on the bases? No. Richard will get set and deal with Joe Morgan. Richard, 1-6 against the lefty. That's a blank. Morgan, 5-5. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a 2 against a right-handed pitcher. That's a single to left field for Morgan. Single to left. Rose, base running rating is a 3. Single to left, -2 is a 1. Left fielder is Cruz, -1 is a 0. No chance for Rose to get to third. He will automatically stop at second. But now the Reds are in business. The big red machine now beginning to flex the muscles. Have they already figured out Richard after 3 innings? Here is Foster, the people. Foster is 0 for 1. Foster, the people. Pumped up kicks. Great song. 1 out. Infield still at double play depth. 15, nothing happening on the roll. Richard will try to bear down and deal with Foster. 4-2. That is a blank. He is not tired. Foster will swing. 5-5. Ground ball to short. Do they turn the double play? 2-0-3. Throws to second. Andrews is a 0. A 1-3. The Astros get out of it. No. Rose will make third. Morgan thrown out at second, but Foster beats the relay to first. 2 outs. And you want to turn those double plays. So a fielder's choice. And now the very dangerous Mr. Johnny Bench. Bench is 0 for 1. 2 outs. Philip Reynolds joins us here at the stadium by the front of the river. Yes, world's worst gamer joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. I may be 52 years old, but I like music of all eras. If I like the beat or the lyrics or the music, I will say I like it. I don't care if it was the Beatles, and I don't care if it was Beyonce. I will say I like the music. Runners at first, and I do like Beyonce, by the way, in more ways than one. Bases, runners at the corners. Richard will go ahead and make the pitch to bench. And she married the wrong guy, by the way. She should have married me. She was supposed to be my boo. Runners at the corners. And let's see what Richard's got. Checking the strategy roll. That is a 1. Rose not doing anything at third. Foster, he can steal second here. And he's got a very good chance to steal second. I might just send him anyway. 17 plus 2 is 19. Herman plus 1 is a 20. I'm going to send Foster. So the Reds are going to send Foster. He went bench at the plate. A 1 to 19. The only way Foster is out is on a 20. And he makes it easily safe. And now that puts 2 runners in scoring position. So a stolen base by Foster. And bench will now, of course, that does allow bench to be walked in case. But now we have runners at second and third in 2 outs. Rechecking a strategy roll. This time, nothing happening. Richard will make the pitch to bench. 5-3 against a righty. That's a strikeout plus 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He gets bench and the inning is over. Strikeout number 2 for J.R. Richard. No runs, 2 hits. And it's still 2-0 Astros. Going to the top of the 5th inning. Greg Gross leads off for the Astros. Gullett can only pitch to 25 batters before tiring. Gross is 1 for 2. He has an RBI single. Top of the 5th, Astros leading 2-0. Reds are having problems with Richard. Gullett with the pitch. 3-4. That's an error on a grounder. Gross, 1-1. That is a ground ball back to Gullett. But Gullett has an error rating of 0, so he makes that play without a problem, and he'll toss it to first for the out. And that is out number 1. Next up is Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 2. Gullett going set and will make the pitch. 3-2, wild pitch, ball 1. Gullett again, 6-6, that's a blank. Cabell will go ahead and make the deal, 5-5. And that is going to be a ground ball back to Gullett again. Gullett has it, and he will throw to first for out number 2. Gullett makes both plays. And that is the second out. Next up will be Cedeno. Cedeno is 1 for 2. Gullett, he will get set and make the pitch. And that is a 6-6. And again, that's a blank. Cedeno will swing. 2-4. Line drive right to short. Concepcion's got it. And that will end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Astros as Gullett does his job there. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, still 2-0. How long can Richard keep the big red machine quiet? Bottom of the 5th, Perez leads off. He is 0 for 1. Richard will go ahead and pitch to Perez. 2-4. That's a walk plus 10. Is that 16 going to be high? Going to be low enough? Yes, it will be. He walks Perez. Leadoff runner on for the Reds. And that is the first walk issued by Richard. He had 147 of them in 76, so his control was kind of meh. Geronimo is up next, and he is 0 for 1. Infield at double play depth. Let's see if anything happening. 9-0. Richard will go ahead and will pitch to Cesar. Richard, 5-6. That's a walk. That 16 is too high this time. Geronimo will swing, 6-5, and he flies out to right. That ball is caught easily by Gross, and that is the first out. Dave Concepcion will be next. And Concepcion is 0 for 1. Runner on first for Perez. Anything happening on the bases? The 14 is no. Richard, Sets up, makes the deal. 4-1. That's a walk. That will walk Concepcion on a 4. And again, the Reds have runners on base. Second walk issued by JR. So now runners at first and second. And the batter is Don Gullett. Gullett has 4 more batters he can face here before he is tired. Question is, do you let Gullett bat here now, or do you take him out and go to the bullpen? This is interesting here. Gullett has given up only 2 runs. He's got 4 batters left before he's tired. Oh, I'm not entirely sure here. I'm going to let Gullett swing. Going to let him swing here. So runners at first and second. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Infield is a double play depth, or do I have him bunt? Let's see what the strategy roll comes up with. That is a 10, nothing happening. Gullett is going to go ahead and bunt. I'm going to have him bunt and see if he can get him in. They're expecting double play depth for him to hit, so not the corners in. So it is going to be a bunt. There is going to be a bunt instead. So here comes the pitch from Richard. 4-3. That's a range play. That is ignored. So Gullett will go ahead and bunt. He bunts it to a 5, and that is bunted to the third baseman. That is a 4. His bunt rating is a 3, and that is going to be a successful sacrifice bunt. Well played by Cabell. He'll throw to first to get the out, but the runners advance. So if anything, you stay away out of the double play. There are 2 outs now, but you'll allow Pete Rose to try to get him in. Maybe a questionable call, but I think you got to go ahead and let him pitch here. A chance now for Peter Rose. So that is a sacrifice hit to third. The runners advance. Rose is 1 for 2. Richard will go ahead and make the pitch to him. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, 2-0. Richard checking the strategy roll. That is a 20. Richard turns around, fires to second to get Concepcion. No, Concepcion gets back. Almost caught Dave napping. Now Richard will pitch to Rose. Richard, 1-2, strikeout 4. Got him, struck out Rose, and the inning is over. Strikeout number 3 for J.R. Richard. And nothing for the Reds again. They strand 2 more. After 5, still 2-0 Astros. As Dave Little joins us here at the stadium by the front of the river. Top of the 6th. Rapidly moving game so far. Bob Watson leads off for the Stros. He is 0 for 2. Gullett has 4 more batters to face before getting tired. Gullett will go ahead and make the pitch. Gullett, 3-5. That's a walk. Watson, 11. Yes, he walked him. Watson will trot down to first. And a leadoff walk for the Astros. He gets the job done by Watson. Now here's Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 2. Reached on an error. Infield at double play depth. Watson really not a stealing threat. And the 5 agrees. And nothing happening there. Gullett looking in on Cruz. Watson getting set and ready. Pitch from Gullett. 2-5. That's a possible error. Cruz will swing. 3-4. That's a fly ball to left field. That is hit to Foster. Foster's error rating is a 1. That's a 7. He'll make the catch. Out number 1. Nice play by Foster to get the out. On a fly out to left. And now the batter is Rob Andrews. Andrews is 0 for 2. Double play depth still being called. Anything on strategy? 3, no. Watson's not going to do anything. Gullett will make the pitch to Andrews. 3-6 against a righty. That's an automatic out. And it will be a fly out to left. 2 outs now. As both outs are made by Foster. And that is out number 2. Now comes up the most dangerous hitter in the postseason, and that is Ed Herman. Herman is 2 for 2, and right now is 6 for 7 for the postseason, with only the one game he did. Watson on it first, and this could be the last batter for Gullett. Strategy rolls has a 20. Gullett has no pickoff chance, so he will concentrate on Herman. 2-0. Can Herman again come through with a big hit? 1-1. That's a range play. Herman will swing. 1-5. It's a fly ball to left field. Again, it's hit to Foster. Foster is range out there, and left is a 4. And he can't get it. Base hit for Herman. Watson's base running rating is a 2. With 2 outs becomes a 3. A single, it becomes a single. Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't get it. I got to see if that's a single or double. That is a single. So it's a single to left. -2 is a 1. Foster -1 is a 0. Watson automatically holds at second. Another base hit by Herman, and he is just killing it so far in the postseason. Runners at first and second for Roger Metzger. Gullett is now tired, and now I think you have to take him out, and they're going to do just that. So they were hoping Gullett could get one more inning. That's why he batted, but that will be it for Gullett. They're going to let him come out because now if you hit a single 1, the fatigue roll, that's going to automatically score Watson, so the Reds will have to make a pitching change. Let's see, Metzger does worse against righties, so I think the Reds will bring in a right-hander. And they will go with Manny Sarmiento. 5 wins, a loss, a 2.06 ERA. Sarmiento will come on and pitch. And he will be the second Reds pitcher. So runners at first and second for Metzger, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Metzger is 1 for 2. Sarmiento can pitch to 8 batters. Don't know if he'll make it, but we shall see what happens. Sarmiento looking in at Metzger, checking a strategy roll. That is an 18, no play. Sarmiento will pitch. 4-2, that's a blank. Metzger swings the bat. 5-6, base hit to left field. That's a single for Metzger. Will it score Watson? Watson with 2 outs. Base running rating is a 3. Single to left. +1 to get the home from second is a +1 is a 4. And Foster, a -1 arm is a 3. A 1-3. Watson will score. Yes, he does. Watson comes in on the score. Watson scores. Herman, a base running rating of 1. That is a 2. And with that, let's see here. On a 2, and Herman will make third on that play. And Metzger holds it first. Base hit by Metzger. 3-0 Astros. Stadium groans. Section 1933, cheers. Yay! 2 outs. Roger Metzger, another RBI single. He's now 2 for 3. And with a 3-0 lead, they will let J.R. Richard bat. And why not? Richard has struck out twice. But right now, the Astros looking to maybe tie this series up at 1. But there's still lots of baseball left. Checking strategy roll, 18, nothing happening. Sarmiento will go ahead and make the pitch. 4-2, again with the blank. Richard swings, 1-2, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. The throw goes to second to get Metzger, and the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. And the Astros right now are shutting out the Reds. 3-0 here going into the bottom of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Richard is very strong. Fans here at Riverfront know that the Big Red Machine is poised to make a breakout. But so far, Richard is pitching like unbelievable right now. Here is Griffey. He is 0 for 2. He leads off for Cincy. Richard, 6-4. That's an automatic out, and that will be a ground out to short. And that is out number 1. One man down, and that batter will be Morgan. Morgan is 1 for 2, committed an error in the game. Richard will now deal with Morgan. Pitching from Richard, 4-5. That's a blank. Morgan swings, 2-4, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field, and that's out number 2. Play is made by Gross. 2 men down. 2 outs now, and now it's George Foster. Foster is 0 for 2, but he has a stolen base. 3-0 Astros. Richard will now go ahead and make the pitch. 2-3. Home run chance. Foster a righty. A 1-11. The 7 passes against a right-handed batter. A right-handed pitcher. There is no doubt. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, George Foster. He breaks through J.R. Richard. A solo shot by George Foster puts the Reds on the board. It's now 3-1. Stadium cheers a little bit. Yay. But they got to do more than that. They're down 3-1 still, but Richard went ahead and pitched George Foster a grapefruit, and he turned it into fruit salad. Next batter will be Johnny Bench. The Reds finally get on the board. Bench is 0 for 2. Richard's got to be careful with him as well. Now a 3-1 game. Richard goes ahead and he will make the pitch. And that's a 6-4. That is going to be an automatic out. And it will be a fly out to right, and the inning will end. 1 run on 1 bomb by George Foster after 6. 3-1. This game is definitely in doubt. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Sarmiento will stay out there for a little while. Will he stay out there? Yeah, they'll continue to let him pitch. Let me see here. Left, right, right. No, Sarmiento will stay out there. Greg Gross leads off for the Astros, and he is 1 for 3. Sarmiento will stay out there. He's due to bat 4th in the inning in the bottom of the 7th. Sarmiento will make the pitch. 6-2. That's a range play. Gross swings 6-3, and that is a ball hit. That's a single past the pitcher, but Sarmiento gets a chance. It is a range play. His range is a 2, and no, that will get by him for a base hit. Gross will hold it first, and he has his 2nd hit of the game. Batter now is Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 3. Infield a double play depth. Let's see, am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. And that is a 19. No, I'm not going to have Cabell bunt. He'll swing. He will swing. Gross on it first. Gross on it first. And we'll see what Sarmiento does. Pitch from Sarmiento. 4-6. That's a walk. That 19 is too high. Cabell will swing the bat. 2-1. That's a fly out to left. That's the first out. Play is made by Foster. 1 man away. Next batter up will be Cesar Cedeno. Cedeno is 1 for 3. Checking a strat. 10. No play. Sarmiento ready to pitch to Cedeno. Here comes the pitch. 1-4. That's a blank. Cedeno swings, 4-4. Base hit, right past the shortstop. Single for Cedeno. Gross's base running rating is a 2. He will not make third, and he will stop at second. And the Astros are doing what they could not do in the first game. They are getting hits and runs. Now the batter is Bob Watson. Watson is 0 for 2. He walked his last time up. Infield still at double play depth. Sarmiento getting set and ready to go. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Strategy roll. 18. No play. Sarmiento will make the pitch. 2-2. That's a walk. 17. No. Watson will swing the bat. 1-3. That's a line drive right to short. Caught by Concepcion. That is out. That is an out. And will there be a double play? No double play. 2 outs. Both runners get back. Hit right to Concepcion. But both runners get back. And runners still at first and second. Now a chance for Jose Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 3 in this ball game, but did reach on an error in the second. Sarmiento, this is Sarmiento's 8th batter. He will be tired after Cruz. The Reds fans hoping he can just get out of this inning. Checking the strategy roll. 7 is a no. Sarmiento with the pitch. 5-1. 5-1. That is an error on a throw. Cruz will swing. 3-6. And that is going to be a base hit to center field. A single for Cruz. It's a single to center. The D20 roll is a 14. I'm going to put that to the side to see if there would be a throwing error. There would not be. Cedeno's error rating is a 4, so there will not be an error no matter what, but it is a single to center. Gross's base running rating is a 2, becomes a 3 with 2 outs. Plus 2, single to center is a 5. And center fielder Geronimo has a 0 arm, a 1-5. Gross will score, and he does. Gross will come in to score. 4-0 Astros. 4-1 Astros. Cedeno with a 3 on the roll. Cedeno will go ahead and make third, and Cruz holds it first. 4-1 Astros. Stadium groans. Section 1933 cheers and goes ahead and showers himself with dome foam. Yay! Runners at the corners with 2 outs. The batter is Rob Andrews. That'll be it for Sarmiento. He is done. He is tired. So they'll bring on another pitcher for the Reds here. Timeout on the field for a moment while I see what I want to do. So they'll bring on a pitcher against Andrews. Stadium throws popcorn on section 1933. Coming on to pitch for the Reds will be Pedro Borbon. 4 wins, 3 losses, 8 saves, a 3.35 ERA. He gets his first call here in this postseason. So here's Pedro Borbon trying to get one out. 4-1 Astros as they are doing it tonight. Andrews is 0 for 3. 2 outs still here in the top of the 7th. Check, am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. That is a 4. Oh, that's a 4. Cruz has a chance to steal. 14 minus 2. Now he'll stay put. Borbon will make the pitch. 1-3 against the right-hander. Base hit right up the middle. Bourbon goes ahead. His first pitch is a 1-3. And against the right-handed batter, that's a single right up the middle. Cedeno comes in to score. Cruz's base running rating is a 4. He will make third. Andrews goes to first. 5-1 Astros. And they are looking to tie this series up. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. Now 5-1 Astros as they are giving the Reds a headache tonight. The batter will be Ed Herman. He will come up to bat. Herman is 3 for 3. He does not do as well against right-handed pitching, but he will still bat. Stadium groans. Section 1933, cheers. Yay! And pops open another can of dome foam. Runners at first and third. Bourbon will make the pitch to Herman. No more strategy roll. 4-2. That's a range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 4-5, and that is a blank. We got a rare play. So a rare play with runners on base. We got to see what happens here. So it's a rare play. So the range play is taken off. 61. Sinking liner to center field, which fielder dives for. Resolve as a range play for the fielder. So it's a ball hit to center field. It's a range play, and that is Geronimo. His range is a 2. Does he make the catch? No, he doesn't. If caught, has a chance to double up closest runner. If range check fails, ball gets by to the wall. Fielder chases ball. Roll 1d6 versus base running rating of outfielder plus arm rate on play to third. If roll above ABR, then out at third, otherwise triple. Oh boy. So Herman's base running rating is a 1. Either way, 2 runs are going to score. So his base running rating is a 1, and the outfielder arm for Geronimo is a 0. And since Herman was not on base, he doesn't get the extra out. He doesn't get the extra run. So let's see. You're checking out here. So a 2 or less, Herman is safe at third. A 3 or 6, Herman is out. And he is out at third base. So Herman hits a ball hit to center field, could not be played by Geronimo. He dived for it, couldn't get it. He picks it up. Herman does try to go for third. The throw to third is in time. Herman is out. However, Cruz and Andrews both score. 7-1 Astros, side retired. Wow, what a time for that rare play to come up. So that actually goes as a double, and he is thrown out at third. So he gets credit for the double, but he is out trying to go to third. But 2 runs do come in to score, and we go to the bottom of the 7th, and it is a 7-1 Astro lead. Stadium barfs. Blech. So 4 runs on 5 hits in that inning, as the Reds bullpen is not doing it tonight. We are at the 7th inning stretch. 7-1 Astros. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. RJL 518 Network tomorrow presents more exciting postseason action. Tomorrow there'll be both American League Division Series games. In the morning, Game 2 of the ALDS between the Red Sox and the Yankees. It will be Reggie Cleveland for the Red Sox and Doc Ellis for the Yankees. The Red Sox, believe it or not, lead that series 1-0. The next game will be Sunday night as well. We will have game number 3 as the Kansas City Royals take on the Oakland Athletics. The A's lead 2-0. It is Dennis Leonard against Paul Mitchell as the Oakland Athletics will try to eliminate the Royals and make their way to the American League Championship Series. So we have an elimination game tomorrow night. So don't miss that. The Astros and Reds will have game 3 of their series at the Astrodome, and that will be Tuesday night. The Reds and the Astros. For the Reds pitchers, for the Reds in that game, it will be Gary Nolan for the Reds, and for the Astros will be Dan Larson. So we will have that game on Thursday night, as it looks like the Astros are giving the Reds what for after what they did to them in Game 1. The Astros are beginning to do it to the Reds in Game 2. We go to the bottom of the 7th. J.R. Richards still out there, and he's still pretty strong. The batter is Tony Perez. Perez is 0 for 1. Bottom of the 7th, Astros leading 7-1 on the Reds. Richard will go ahead and make the pitch. 2-6, that's a blank. Perez will swing the bat. 6-4, fly out to right. That's out number 1. What a difference a pitcher makes between Mike Cosgrove and J.R. Richard for the Astros. One man down, Cesar Geronimo is next, and he is 0 for 2. Richard getting set to make the pitch, and that is a 2-5. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 1-4. Base hit for Geronimo. He hits a single right past second. A single for Geronimo. He will go to first. And the batter will be Concepcion. Red Sox at Yankees will be at about 11:30, probably 11:30. Somewhere between 11 and 11:30. Royals at Athletics will be about 7:30. Can always catch the replays if you can't catch me live. So now Geronimo on at first. Here's Concepcion. He is 0 for 1. Infield a double play depth. Can the Reds somehow get back into this game? No strategy roll. Richard 2-2. That's a walk plus 10, and that will walk Concepcion, and the Reds are now in a little bit of business. So now runners at first and second. We'll see a pinch hitter for Pedro Borbon. He is the next batter, and it will be Doug Flynn coming on to bat for the Reds. So here is Doug Flynn, 283 average, a homer, 20 RBIs. Runners at first and second for Cincinnati. And he will go ahead and see if he can make a pitch. Richard still got a few batters left in him. Let's see how many he's got here. He's got about 4 batters left. So here is Doug Flynn. Infield a double play depth. Flynn bats 283. Runners at first and second. Richard will go ahead and get set and make a pitch to Flynn. No strategy roll. Richard, 5-5 against the righty. Strikeout 2. Got him. Struck him out. He gets Flynn. He struck him out. And that is strikeout number 4 for J.R. Richard. Struck him out, 2 down. So 2 men out. And now the batter is Rose. Charlie Hustle is 1 for 3. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Reds lead this series 1-0, but the Astros are 7 outs away from tying it up. Richard will go ahead and make the pitch. 6-2, strikeout 7. Yes, got him. Struck out Charlie Hustle, and that will end the inning. He got him. Strikeout number 5 for J.R. Richard. No runs, a hit for the Reds after 7. Still 7-1 Astros. The 1976 Astros are trying to defend the 1985 Astros World Series title. And so far, they're saying we're going to give Red Machine a couple of headaches tonight. Top of the 8th. Leading off for the Astros is Ed Herman, and Herman is 4 for 4, and right now he is 8 for 9 for the postseason. So right now he's the MVP if the Astros probably go on to win the series again. Reds need a pitcher, though, so they got left, switch, right. And they will probably bring in a right-hander, actually, because Herman does not do righties very well, although there could be a pinch hitter for the Astros if they want to. Let's see what's going to be here. Yeah, BB has the right idea. Coming on to pitch for the Astros will be Fred Norman. 12 wins, 7 losses, a 3.09 ERA. I will agree with BB on that call. So here is Fred Norman, and he'll pitch to Ed Herman, although Herman does deal better with lefties than he does righties. Top of the 8th, 7-1. Herman will stay in there. Norman with the pitch. 3-1, strikeout 14. No, that's too high. Herman will swing. 3-3, and this time he pops out to third. I'm sorry, not Herman. Herman's not the batter. Metzger is the batter. Herman made the... Let's do that again. Roger Metzger is the batter. My bad, not Herman. Herman was thrown out trying to go to third. That was my bad. Metzger is the batter. He's 2 for 3, and we'll keep it the same. We'll keep it the same result, 3-3, and it would have been a ground out to second. It would have been a ground out to second anyway. At least I think it would have been. Or no, actually it would have been a strikeout because Norman had a K that come up and it didn't avoid Norman and it didn't make the strikeouts. Okay. And I believe it was a low number. So actually Metzger strikes out. So we'll just say that. And that is a strikeout, out number 1. My bad. Next batter will be J.R. Richard. Richard is 0 for 3. If you're the Astros, do you let him stay in there and continue to pitch? He's only got about 2 batters left before he tires. 7-1. You know what? If there was a runner on base, I think I would have I would replace Richard, but since it's empty, I'll let him swing. Norman will make the pitch. 2-2. That's a pitcher result. Richard a righty. A 1-11 is an automatic out. The 16 is too high. Richard will swing 5-6, and he grounds out to third. And that is out number 2. So 2 down. The batter now is Gross. Gross is 2 for 4. He has 2 singles. Norman getting set and ready to pitch. And that's a 6-4. That's a blank. Gross will swing 4-1. Base hit for Gross. It's a single right past first into the outfield. Gross has his 3rd hit of the game. And the Astros are doing to the Reds what the Reds did to the Astros in the first game. Although not as big as a shutout, but the Astros are serving the Reds notice. You will not win this series that easily. Here is Enos Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 4. He's still looking for a hit tonight. No strategy roll. Gross is on it first. Norman will make the deal. 1-5. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium 3-2. And that is going to be a ground out to third. And that will end the inning. So no runs and a hit for the Astros. And they still lead 7-1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for Cincy is Griffey. Richard has 2 more batters before tiring. We'll see what he does here against Griffey. He's going to stay in there at least a while longer. 7-1 Astros. Richard, he will pitch. 4-2. That is a blank. He is not tired yet. Griffey will swing. 1-4, and that's a fly out to left. And Richard gets an out there. That's one man down. Next batter is Joe Morgan. Morgan is 1-for-3. Richard getting in there, and he will make the pitch. 5-2. That is an error on a grounder. Morgan, 4-5, and that's a fly out to right. That's out number 2. 2 men away, and now Richard is tired. We'll see how long they can keep him in there. And here is Foster. Foster got a home run. He's 1-for-3 in the game, got a home run and made it 3-1, but the Astros then went ahead and put up 4 runs in the next half inning. So any momentum that Foster gave the Reds in that inning went bye-bye. Richard will now pitch to Foster. Richard, 6-2. That's a strikeout. 9. Got him. Struck out Foster. A 1-2-3 inning for Richard. 8 innings in the books. Astros leading 7-1. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Fans here at Riverfront Stadium are seeing the writing on the wall at this moment, knowing that if the Reds cannot win at least one at the Astrodome, this could be the last game of the season if the Astros pull off, in my opinion, the biggest upset of the playoffs if they eliminate the Reds. But we still got lots of baseball before we even think about that. Cesar Cedeno leads off. Norman's going to come out of the game. They got right, left coming up. So the Reds will bring in a right-hander. And they're going to make sure to keep it easy. They're going to go with Eastwick. Raleigh Eastwick will come up to pitch. 11 wins, 5 losses, 26 saves, a 2.09 ERA. Remember, I am not doing fatigue. So all pitchers will always be available for the next inning. Raleigh Eastwick will pitch to Cedeno here to start the top of the 9th. Eastwick, he will make the pitch. 2-4, strikeout 8. No, that's too high. Cedeno swings 4-6. That's a fly out to left. And that is out number 1. 1 away. The next batter will be Bob Watson. Watson is 0-for-3. He did walk in the game. Eastwick set to deal with Watson. And here comes the pitch. 2-3. That's a range play. Watson, 4-4. That's a ground ball to second base, hit to Morgan. Morgan's range is a 3. He won't get it. That's a 6. It'll be a base hit for Watson as he smacks it past Morgan. And a single for Watson, and that's his first hit of the game. And the only one who has not joined the hit parade for the Astros in this game is now Cabell. Watson finally gets in the hit parade. Jose Cruz is up next, and he is 1-for-4. Singled his last time up. Infield a double play depth. No strategy roll. Eastwick will make the pitch. 4-6. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 3-1. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a 9, and that is going to be a triple for Jose Cruz. The Astros will add another run on the board. Coming around all the way from first is Bob Watson, and he will score. Cruz slides into third base. 8-1 Astros. And the fans that are left in the stadium groan. The Red bullpen is just not cutting it. And now Raleigh Eastwick gives up a big run there, and now it's 8-1. And here's Rob Andrews with only one out here in the top of the ninth. The Reds are pretty much going to throw this ball game into the trash, but they still got to play to win, so they're going to call the infield in and not let Cruz try to score. Andrews is 1 for 4. Eastwick looking on. He will make the pitch. 2-1. That's a blank. Andrews with the swing, 1-2, and that is going to be a fly ball to left field. And that is out number 2. Andrews' sacrifice fly rating is a 0, so we can't bring anybody in. Cruz will try to tag it up. His base running rating is a 4. Foster minus 1 arm is a 3. A 1-3. Cruz will score. He does. Sacrifice fly by Rob Andrews, 9-1 Astros. Section 1933, cheers. EA Stadium groans. Still one out here in the top of the ninth. And Raleigh Eastwick was brought in to try to not allow any more runs, and he's allowed 2 runs in this inning. And the Reds are now thinking this is just not going to matter. Let's get on the road to the Astrodome and try to win a ball game out there. Next batter for the Astros is Ed Herman. And Herman is 4 for 4. Eastwick will stay out there. Might as well. Eastwick will make the pitch. 4-4. And against the lefty, that's an automatic out. And that will be a ground out to third. Actually, that's actually the side retired, as a matter of fact. You had 2 flyouts and a ground out to third, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits on a sacrifice fly. The Astros lead it 9-1. Will we see some 9th inning magic? I know Steeler fan wants to see some 9th inning magic. I know he wants to see the Reds make a big comeback here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So I know Steeler fan wants magic here. Don't you, Matt? I know you do. J.R. Richard is tired, and he is going to stay out there as long as he can. He's got an 8-run lead. Johnny Bench leads off for the Reds, and he is 0 for 3. Richard has absolutely handcuffed these Reds tonight. What a difference a pitcher makes. Richard will go ahead and deal with Bench. And if the Astros wanted any chance of winning this series or making it interesting, Richard absolutely had to win this game tonight for the Astros. Richard will make the pitch. 4-4. That's an error on a throw. Bench. 2-2. That's going to be a fly out to center. That's out number 1. 1 out. And the batter now will be Tony Perez. Perez is 0 for 2. Richard getting set and will make the deal. Richard's pitch. 5-5 against a right-handed batter. That's a strikeout. The 15 is too high. Perez, 6-3, and that's a fly ball to center field. Cedeno makes the catch again, and that is out number 2. Last chance for the Reds will be Cesar Geronimo. Geronimo is 1 for 3. Richard trying to go the distance and get the complete game. He is 1 out away from going the distance. Richard trying to show the Astros, yes, you can beat this team. Richard will make the pitch. Here it comes. 6-6, wild pitch, ball 1. They'll do it again. Richard got a little ahead of himself, and now he'll go ahead and make the pitch again. 1-4. That's a range play. Geronimo, 2-2, and that's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Cabell. Cabell has a good range there. His range is a 4. Does Cabell make the play? Yes, he does. Cabell's there, picks it up, pumps once, pumps twice. throws to first. That's your game. The Houston Astros have come back after an 11-0 shutout and blow the Reds away in the second game, 9-1. This series is tied. Section 1933 cheers. Yay! And showers everybody with dome foam. Riverfront Stadium and the Reds fans in the chat groan and barf. What a game by J.R. Richard. Pitches a gem, goes the distance, and that is a big playoff win for the Astros. They absolutely had to win with Richard on the mound, and the Reds were totally handcuffed by him, and Astros bats woke up. The Reds bullpen wasn't much better, and we'll have a final line score in a moment. As BBBB says, rigged. For the Astros, 9 runs on 15 hits and no errors. For the Reds, 1 run on 4 hits and 1 errors. J.R. Richard absolutely only allowed 4 hits against the Big Red Machine. He gets the win and goes the distance, a complete game. Don Gullett does take the loss. He will drop to 0-1. And this series is tied, and anything can happen with 2 huge games at the Astrodome. Game number 3 of this series will be Tuesday night, and it will be Gary Nolan for the Reds and Dan Larson for the Astros in Game 3. Tomorrow, we have another doubleheader coming up for the postseason. Red Sox at Yankees, ALDS Game 2, Reggie Cleveland against Doc Ellis. And at night, ALDS Game 3, Royals at Athletics, Dennis Leonard against Paul Mitchell. The A's got a chance to eliminate the Royals and punch their ticket to the 76 ALCS. BB, Steeler fan, Brian Patterson, world's worst gamer, Kevin Hayes, Keith White, Tribe fan 879, Dave Little, Captain Carl 8, Philip Reynolds, My Basement Media Productions, G Puck, Brandon Baker, Kevin Hayes. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave Dave Gardner. Please leave a like. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and there may be a little horror coming up tonight, so don't miss that if you wish. I know some of you, Arkham Horror is not your cup of tea, but that is okay. I'm having fun here. The Astros go ahead and blow out the Reds, 9-1. This series is tied 1 game apiece. We'll see you guys later. Take care.